Hello, adventurers, and welcome to the fourth and final December podcast. I'm your host, Nate, and with me today are Lich Lord Bryan.
Hello.
And Ranger Liz.
Have I been demoted?
No. Why would you think that?
I've been demoted.
Why would you think you've been demoted?
Because she was normally introduced second.
Me first.
She was always introduced second after you.
Yes.
Oh. Actually, I just thought I changed things up this week.
I've been demoted.
I swear, viewers, she has not been demoted.
This is what happens when you change things randomly.
Without letting us know.
Yeah, apparently my management style needs a little work. Okay. So, seeing as how the new year is upon us, and new things are coming and old things are going, or at least becoming old, we would like to take a moment to reflect on this year of gaming. And I will be talking this week about all of the things of importance, at least to me, that were promised to us and didn't come. As well as, of course, the other big thing, those things that were promised and were delivered on time. At least for this year. Bryan, what do you have for us?
I'm just going to be talking about the some of the big things in games that I liked, some of the things that I was disappointed in, and where I'd rate this year in general for new stuff that came out. So
Okay. Liz.
I'm going to talk about a lot of the things that made me really excited this year, which surprisingly all pretty much came towards the end of the year. But that's okay. I'm now poor thanks to it, but I've enjoyed it.
Alright. Well, of course I'm going to start off with the big thing that we were promised this year that didn't come. We've been hearing that this would be coming for 2 years. No, 2 years now. It was supposed to have been out last year in October.
Yeah, and then it was pushed back to this year.
It was pushed back to this year.
I know what you're talking about.
Yes, you do. It's Exalted 3rd Edition.
Valve time. They're operating on Valve time.
They are. They basically said that they are operating on one...
This is 3rd edition, right?
Yes, 3rd Edition.
That's never coming. If they're operating on Valve, it's never coming.
Hey, Valve eventually releases stuff.
I think she's making a Half-Life 3 reference.
Yes, that's never getting released. Neither will probably Portal 3, if they ever want to make it.
So, the good thing that while Onyx Path did promise us an Exalted 3rd Edition, and the developers have been hard at work on it.
It's not vaporware.
It's not vaporware because, unlike most vaporware, you don't actually know what's going on, which is why it becomes vaporware. They've actually spoiled us on information. So, they've let us know exactly what's going on due to Onyx Path's Monday morning meeting notes. So every week we get an update. For example, this week's update stated that Holden didn't finish the edits, or going through the edits from the editor. He said he's got like another day's worth of work or so.
Well,
but
he's getting a visit from Krampus.
Yes. Yes. Can we cue the Krampus on that? But, and for the most part, though, those guys they've done pretty well. And, considering their lead developer, John Morick, had a large lymph node that was swollen to about the size of a softball at one point, and he still was working while in a doctor's office.
That's dedication.
Yeah, that's dedication. So, I don't hold it against them. The fact that they've gone through and rewritten the game engine even a few times and changed things and tried to make this the best possible game that they could.
Okay.
I'm kind of in the camp of, I've waited this long, I can wait a little longer. Plus, I know it's almost ready.
Yeah.
Now, conversely, in the time it's taken to release Exalted 3rd Edition, we've had Werewolf 20th Anniversary, Vampire 20th Anniversary, Wraith 20th Anniversary, and Mage 20th Anniversary.
So are they literally operating the exact same way Valve does and just let their employees work on whatever they want?
Yes, actually, it's pretty much what it is. The developers are free to work on whatever they want.
Great for getting good games out, just not the ones fans most want.
Now that said, we're hoping that they've basically said that it's guaranteed by the end of this winter.
What are they defining as winter?
They are defining winter as the winter from December, January, February.
So they're not defining it as, like, Australian winter?
No, or Wisconsin winter, which ends sometime in April.
Still think Australian winter would have been more humorous.
Yes. Australian winter, which doesn't even start till, what, August?
Yeah. Well, technically July.
July? So, yeah.
The solstice, you know.
You know, we're at least on track for release, so... basically, it's looking like at some point this week the book will go to the art director. She's already got the final art sitting in front of her. She is just waiting for that final manuscript to hit her desk. And she's already done a preliminary on an early version of the manuscript with the sketches and early finals that she has.
Okay.
So she already knows what she's going to do. She just needs the final book in front of her so that she can just go zip, 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 get things lined up and, you know, like I said, she already knows what she's doing. But in the same time, though, although the 20th anniversary games, which, by the way, link should be right about there for our Let's Play on Werewolf 20th Anniversary Edition. Check that out. And we'll also have a... so yeah, they've released games in the time it's taken them to do this, but the 20th Anniversary games were just updates to the earlier Werewolf 20th... or Werewolf the Apocalypse, which was released in 96.
Okay, so it's kind of like what Wizards did when they re-released all their old D&D games.
Yeah, they did.
More or less.
Yeah. They didn't make too many rule changes, they just did setting changes.
Okay. I know Wizards did do some updates on 3rd edition when they did that, but
Yeah, what they did
I know
is...
3rd edition, I don't need any more.
Yeah. For example, they rebalanced like the cost of a computer to reflect the cost of a computer in 2014. They included...
What's that, like $300?
Yep. They included things like tablets, which weren't available in 96, weren't even dreamed of in 96. So, you know, like I said, just they made updates to modernize it, including smartphones, for example. They've also started to release second editions on the New World of Darkness products. So Vampire the Requiem second edition is out. Werewolf second edition is in early draft stages, being written.
Yay.
So, in all...
So many games that play so similarly.
Yeah, that's because pretty much all the World of Darkness games are running on the same engine.
And Exalted runs pretty much on that same engine.
The original Exalted game did run on that engine because the original with just minor changes.
Yeah.
For example, ones don't subtract successes.
Yeah, that's a horrible rule.
They did that in World of Darkness because...
Wait a minute, one subtracts successes?
Yes, one subtracts a success from your roll.
Whoops. I didn't calculate any of that in our Let's Play.
Well, maybe we'll have to do it.
Yeah.
I
was just thinking, it's one roll I did kind of awesome. I also rolled a ton of ones, too.
Yeah.
Well, we'll bear that in mind next time.
Okay.
So, yeah. what can we say? We're not actually official members of the Onyx Path crew. We don't know the rules by heart.
I didn't get even to read the rule book.
Yeah, I probably should get around to doing that sometime.
Yeah.
So yeah. But still, look for that Let's Play. We had a ton of fun.
We had fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun.
And another thing that was promised that didn't happen was actually on my end. And that was weekly videos for the Dungeons and Dinners.
Ooh, you don't need to do that weekly.
Yeah, I know. I wanted to do it weekly.
But it's not with his schedule right now. That's one, impossible.
Yeah.
And two, I think eventually you start running out of recipes.
Let's put it this way. The next Dungeons and Dinner will be me attempting to find a dish that will capture the essence of orcish crap.
Somebody didn't put themselves on Do Not Disturb, didn't they?
Yep. Oh. That reminds me. The next few videos will be edited by her, by the way. Liz, go back to where you heard the beeping sound. And then, when I make this motion, you're gonna cut, okay?
And since we're editing this part out, just give me a moment. I'm checking my fantasy league scores because I'm trying to win my toilet bowl.
And let's see here. So yeah, some of the videos. I also wanted to do weekly lore videos for Exalted. Unfortunately, with my work schedule, I haven't been able to edit videos fast enough. To that end, until my work schedule improves, probably sometime in January, Ranger Liz will be helping me with editing.
Yes.
So I kind of dread to see what she will do.
We're just gonna have fun.
I'm going to at least do the audio edits on the Exalted Lore Watches. But Ranger Liz will be compiling the videos, so it'll be an interesting experience.
Going off of that, would you like me to do background videos for Iron Kingdom setting then?
Actually, yes, I would.
Okay.
I've been entitling the background series Lorebite, if you want to continue that with Lorebite Iron Kingdoms.
Sure, I can do that.
Yes, we'll look forward to seeing those, Brian.
Awesome.
Link to the first one will appear right about here once we get one.
Whenever it gets out.
Whenever that gets out. So.
That's 2 annotations we have to remember.
Yep, that'll be 2 annotations that we'll have to remember. I should be able to handle at least doing annotations.
Okay.
But, Brian.
Oh, you want me to talk about my year in gaming?
Yeah.
Start off my, real excitement period of the year with Adepticon, which I will be going to again this year, and this year it's in March, so yay for an earlier Adepticon.
Also earlier Gen Con this year.
Yes, Gen Con will be out for my birthday. Huzzah! By the way, you still need to confirm whether or not you're going to Gen Con.
I have no idea. Currently, I'm broke, so right now I would be saying I know.
Well, you got to make that decision by January.
Again, right now I'm going to say no, so I guess I will not be going.
Okay.
Okay, so.
But Gen Con, Adepticon was a ton of fun. Usually play in a few of the tournaments. I don't play in the hardcore tournaments. I just don't have the energy to work my game up to that level. But I played in some of the fun ones. One of the formats, Who's the Boss, is a ton of fun, and I'll be playing that again next year at Adepticon. It's where you build your army with a random warcaster, and then your warcaster spawn from every warcaster/warlock in the entire game. So, and it does it each round too, so it's a ton of fun.
Oh yeah.
Pretty slow then. I mean, other than Privateer books coming out, which are expansions to War Machine Hordes. Other than that, my big Gen Con release was Level 7 Invasion, which I like the game. Unfortunately, because it's the same, they don't really have added scenarios to it, which I suppose I could work on creating some, but it's the same game repeat, so it limits the replayability. Unlike Escape and Omega Protocol, which you have the 9-10 different scenarios for each game, so you can do those games a lot, and each game still feels relatively new. Other excitement though was just 5e, which came out. I wasn't excited for it when it came out. I picked it up simply because it's D&D and I wanted to pick it up. I have issues with it. Obviously, I'm a 4e fan, so it's not everything I would want in D&D, but I like it, so
yeah,
it works. It's exciting. And of course, it's a new D&D version coming out, so that's exciting in and of itself. Wish that Privateer would have been able to get out their Wilds book, which became Unleashed this year, so I was really disappointed there wasn't a full expansion for the IK RPG, though the Monsternomicon did help a little bit.
I agree, it did help a little bit.
And unfortunately, there's also news that because of Wilds becoming its own game, that their original release schedule may not be necessarily, what's going to happen anymore. So we have no idea what book 4 is going to be now. If they're going to do, what they're going to be doing with the 4th book at all.
What was the original fourth book?
The original 4th book was going to be the non-human Iron Kingdoms. It was going to focus on Rule, Ios, and Crix, I believe, and maybe Scorn. I think Scorn was going to be in there too. So that was what the 4th book was originally going to be, I think. But with Unleashed becoming its own game, that might get thrown off. So disappointing, but Unleashed should be out by April. So yeah, and you never know. They might have early releases at Adepticon. Doubtful, because they usually do miniatures at Adepticon, but you never know. It might be there. Either way, you still have the Unleashed starter box, which I'm really excited for. Also, something I'm not necessarily excited for myself, but something they're doing in limited runs is starting next year. They're doing starter bundle packs, even bigger than the battle boxes and the 2-player battle boxes, where they're releasing actually 35-point armies.
Oh wow!
For like $135.
Yeah,
which is like a $70 savings on it or something like that. And they've already got 4 of them released. There's going to be a Khador and Trolls for the first set, and then Legion and Protectorate are getting the March set. So that's exciting for new players or people who want to start up a new faction. I already have 4, so I don't need any more factions.
I have 2, and I'm pretty well done. And Liz has D&D attack wings, and her little circle army.
I can see where attack wings lead you out.
Yeah.
So other than that, in terms of video gaming, I wasn't really thrilled. Nothing caught my eye for video gaming, other than some of the indie games like Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yep.
So, I haven't bought a Call of Duty in a while, which is what my big AAA game used to be. So.
Yep. Same here.
So, all in all, I thought it was a pretty average year, above average slightly, simply because some of the RPG stuff that didn't come out, and I don't know, nothing really caught my eye in board games. So,
yeah,
at least nothing new.
Computer gaming front, I have to say I was a little let down by MechWarrior Online, which released this year.
I've heard great things about Alien Isolation, which apparently got the complete stink out of Colonial Marines out of everyone's mouth. So that's good, I guess.
Yeah.
I just haven't bought anyone. Although Alien Isolation is on sale on Steam, so I might pick it up.
Yep. And then with that, we're going to take a break. And then when we come back, we'll finish off with Ranger Liz and then our finishing thoughts. And we're back. Liz.
Okay, what was I excited about this year? Well, I had a completely different experience when it came to gaming than you guys, especially in the video gaming. Well, one thing that I haven't even mentioned on this podcast before, is there was a game that came out. Well, actually, the game had already been out, but it came out. A patch came out for it that is a great way for people to know if MMOs are the thing for them. It was an MMO simulator. And it was actually pretty good. In fact, I have thought of doing a Let's Play of it. There were a few classes for it. There was a spellcaster, a tanking class, a rogue class, and then there was goat and microwave. And I'm sure that probably let everyone know it was Goat Simulator. Came out with an MMO simulator.
Okay.
And it came also with PvP. You play on the goat faction, but there was also a sheep faction, so you would have to fight against them. So it was pretty fun. And that actually came out, I believe it was the same day as Warlords of Draenor for World of Warcraft came out, which I have enjoyed. So, yes, my experience has been a little different. I loved Gen Con this year, and I enjoyed Nintendo's presentation at E3. And I will start off by saying, Hyrule Warriors, I loved it. I already talked about it, so I'm not going to say much more than that. There's not a disc in here, is there? Oh! I started the year playing Monster Hunter 3U. It didn't come out this year, but I think it kind of hit a big following this year, early in the year. So, I was playing that like crazy. I've had it for a while now, but I was playing it like crazy. But, Pokemon Alpha Sapphire, I haven't been playing it a whole lot. I will be during this Christmas break now that school is all over. And I've been enjoying that. Soul Silver's in there. I can't throw it. Okay. But, when I went to Gen Con this year, I found out about this awesome thing. And I did an unboxing video for it. D&D Attack Wing. Dragons. Awesome dragons, and they're in the shadow. But the box is awesome. They look awesome, and it plays great. We have tried doing Let's Plays for this game 3 times now, and each time we had technical issues, which made us sad because each time the game turned out to be really epic.
Yes.
So, we will try one more time come the new year before stuff gets really hectic again. And hopefully we'll get a Let's Play out for this game because I want the love to be known so they continue this because this is awesome. It's dragons. What more can you ask for? And it's easy to understand gameplay for people like me who look at most tabletop war games. I'm like, this is kind of a little complicated for me. This was easy for me to understand. And
I bet 40K isn't hard to understand. I heard you can play that game drunk off your gourd.
You used to be able to.
40K though, I mean, you said it was very expensive.
It has gotten to be very expensive.
And 2, I'm not fond of this whole space thing. Although I do like to say I am a geek, I am not a Star Wars, Star Trek, or any other kind of Battlestar Galactica. I don't even know anything about that because I've never watched an episode. The most spacey I get is Doctor Who.
And you're way behind on Doctor Who.
I am way behind on Doctor Who.
I'm
I
behind
like
on
the
Doctor
newest Doctor. Don't kill me, people, but Matt Smith to me was an okay Doctor. I said don't kill me! It's just... My favorite Doctor was the 9th Doctor,
Okay.
Christopher. And I kind of like that, although happy and almost a happy-go-lucky, slightly darker Doctor. So when this new one came, and he was a little bit darker and more serious, as much as I also love David Tennant, and I did love David Tennant, because even though he was also happy and go lucky and everything, you turn on the dark switch. Although they kind of showing that with Matt Smith, I didn't see it as
They
much.
did that a lot with Matt Smith.
He was too young.
I don't know if it was...
I did not take him seriously when he did get a little bit darker. I really didn't. He was just too young to me.
I don't know what it was, but I agree. Eccleston was the tiger. David Tennant was the Tigger. Matt Smith was the awkward kitten.
Yes. And I just...
Bull! Bull!
And welcome to the Doctor Who debate. This is our first podcast of the Doctor Who debate. Shall we go?
No, we'll do this in full next time. But I'm crying bull. Starting with The Good Man Goes to War.
Okay.
If I have a chance, I'll marathon some Doctor Who just so I can be up to date.
I recently got season 8 of Doctor Who, and I have 4 episodes that I never got around to watching. So I'll be finishing those up.
But I like the new Doctor. I don't think he's too old.
I didn't like him at first. He grew on me as the season went on.
That's how everyone is. It's just...
I think the biggest thing that I didn't like is I didn't like the Robin Hood episode, and particularly the way it ended. So,
I will say, as much as I love David Tennant now, first time he showed up, I was like, this is not Christopher. So I was mad and I hated him. And then I was like, I love David. Why is he dying? So I don't know. Maybe because I am behind, I just never really got to love Matt Smith.
So what you're saying is, at the end of time, is you didn't want him to go.
Yes, I did not want him to go.
Alright. Well, definitely seems like you had a much different year than the rest of us.
Yes, I did. Although I will say some aspects of the gaming world has been very disappointing. I do not like how heavily things are getting dependent on DLC. I have no problem with DLC if they give me a finished game the first time through. If I pay for a finished game, then I expect the game to be finished, and I don't expect to have to pay for DLC to give me the rest of the game.
I don't like the idea of buying your way to win with DLC, and I know they've been doing that.
That too, I don't like that.
Yeah.
But I do like, let's say, I haven't bought Mario Kart, but I did like the idea that, hey, if you already had all these other characters and all this other tracks, it was pretty much a finished game, but you can now buy characters that are not usually invited onto
Mario Kart,
like Link. And you get, 4 new tracks, and you get several characters. So it's like,
let me get this straight.
Part of a game.
They'll invite Bowser, but not Link.
Well, Link isn't part of the Mario franchise, and most of Mario Kart is mostly just Mario franchise
So they live
characters.
the really ridiculous combinations to Super Smash Brothers. Got it.
Yes. That is the Super Smash Brothers territory. But now it's like, why do we really need to have... Mario Kart really could open up to all the other franchises. But then it's like...
it did at one point. In fact, I think it was Mario Kart 8, because Mega Man was in, I think, Mario Kart 8.
We're on Mario Kart 8.
Yes, and I think Mega Man is in it.
And I don't think I've played Mario Kart
He's not in it as an
1.
original character. He might be part of the downloadable content.
And I know Sonic was in it as a character.
By the way,
the
Super Smash Brothers, Nathan. Sonic was in Super Smash Brothers. And he's not in Mario
he's
Kart.
In Mario Kart
downloadable content.
Not as downloadable content as open from the beginning, I believe.
am looking this up.
Because Flash Gits did a whole video about Sonic being in Mario Kart.
By the way, as a person who went through the Sega Nintendo console war, it saddens me every time I see Sonic in a Nintendo product.
Me, Marton, Iggy, Pink, Gold, Peach, Baby Rosalina. Downloadable characters. Palette swatches for Yoshi. Palette swatches for Shy Guys. They could be any color of those.
I hate those type of DLC.
Tanuki,
Mario, Cat
Link,
Peach.
and Cat Peach. Villager, Isabelle.
Dry
and then-
Bowser.
Yes.
Dry Bones?
Yep.
Dry Bones and Bowser form.
Yeah, I know what that is. I've seen it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Huh. Weird.
No Sonic. It's
No
called Sonic Superstar Racing.
Okay, well, we can
That's
go
what
back
you
and
were
edit this
watching.
argument out.
No, I'm keeping it in. This is proof that I am right. Anyway, back to what I was saying. I know what I'm saying, and I am done.
So, our closing question is, what are you looking forward to in the coming year? Now, you at home watching this, please answer this question down in the comments. What are you looking forward to coming out in the coming year? And Ranger Liz, what are you looking forward to?
More finished games, less DLC required for the finished game, more D&D Attack Wing, and I guess more great games that I'm going to enjoy.
Biggest things I'm looking forward to are the I'm blanking on the name of the book now.
Wilds?
It's not called Unleashed. I'm
Unleashed.
looking for the Unleashed, and otherwise I'm just looking forward to Adepticon right now.
Oh, speaking of finished games, the new Legend of Zelda U. I saw the previews for that already, the alpha build. It looks gorgeous. I saw a bunch of comments complaining about the world being too big and not enough stuff being in it yet.
Bull crap!
Look at the first Zelda game, okay? Big world, there are probably still going to be plenty of enemies, but I don't like feeling as though I'm going to be attacked every couple of minutes when I want to explore. And to me, that looks like a game where they're trying to encourage you to explore. And I love the fact that I don't have to worry that my horse is going to run into a tree when I'm trying to fight. That is wonderful.
I'm also probably going to be surprised by whatever game Privateer puts out this year. They're usually come out with some other board game, so probably excited for whatever that is.
And now.
And as for me, I think we all know what I'm looking forward to, so yes, Exalted, as well as Arms of the Chosen, which will be coming out at the very beginning of this year. So, other things that I'm looking forward to is, of course, Privateer Press's Hordes Unleashed, or Iron Kingdoms Unleashed, as well as I'm also looking forward to Werewolf the Forsaken 2nd Edition.
Yep.
So, what can I say?
And going based on our previous conversation, I'm also looking forward to, since this is being filmed before Christmas, the Christmas episode of Doctor Who, but that's still this year.
Yeah. Once again, as a reminder, we record these on Mondays, release them on Saturdays, because that's how long it takes us to edit them.
Yeah, because our schedules are really busy, so by the time we get around to it, it's about Saturday.
Man, I'm working 8 days straight.
Yeah, he has some crappy coworkers that say crappy things.
I'm pretty sure our friend Mike has no sympathy for you.
Yeah, I'm sure Mike doesn't have any sympathy for you either.
Yeah.
Since I'm pretty sure he's working 10-hour days, 7 days straight for the entire month.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's why I bring that up with you guys.
You know you're going to get the crap from him.
Yeah, well, as far as I know,
he's
not here, and as far as I know, he doesn't even watch
I will
our
give
videos.
him. I will give him the link to this one.
I say, make sure you watch the end.
Yep, I'll link to this exact moment in this video.
And Mike, if you have any comments, please let me know because I can record them.
Yes, a video response.
Well,
they remove video responses. You know what?
Ugh.
That's the thing I want for YouTube. Bring back video responses. I think they were a wonderful idea.
Yeah.
I've seen those get very bitter, though. Particularly one that got, because one YouTube video got into a bitter battle.
I think
which
I know
was
why
ended
they
by
were
one of
removed,
them.
though, but still would like to... I mean, you should be able to say which... I think it should be that the YouTuber can sit there and go, kind of like... Just say, this is approved to be shown, this isn't.
Yeah.
So, that way you don't have to have the bitter wars. Yeah, somebody
you're
might...
talking about response videos.
Yes,
though.
response videos.
I saw a person. I saw. There's a movie reviewer I saw who gave a review of a popular movie that he didn't like, and got like a 9-part video response to why he's wrong in every single aspect of it. So there's a reason the response videos aren't real well. So, but I think we're out of stuff to talk about.
I think we are too. So, with that said, we'll be back next week with the start of January. And if you like this video, please hit the like button. It should be somewhere down around here. Don't forget to leave us a comment. We love comments. We will respond.
I have to say this. We really, really would like to have some feedback.
Yes,
we want to know what we're doing right, what we're doing wrong, that way we can improve what we have, and we really are not getting any kind of feedback on that. So we're just going to end up playing around with ideas, and we won't know what you guys like. Yeah. So you gotta give us some feedback.
Currently, the only things that we know that we're doing right is people out there like Exalted, and D&D
like Attack Wing.
D&D Attack Wing. They like Exalted, D&D Attack Wing, and Seeing Me Cook.
We don't... Those don't really relate that much to each other than the fact that it's games and Nathan? Is it him? Is he the secret recipe?
Or is Liz our secret recipe?
I'm not in the cooking.
You're not in the cooking, but you're in the D&D Attack Wing.
Lore bites.
Yeah, you're not in the lore bites, but in the lore bites, they don't see my face.
They don't see my face in the Attack Wing.
No, but they hear your voice.
Is it my voice?
Apparently it's not me, so whatever.
Well, you don't have a separate...
Well, no, he does. He does. And it is
Did my Let's Play get posted?
No, it hasn't. I'm still waiting on Privateer Press.
Okay. What was the one? Oh yeah, my D&D thing?
Yeah, your D&D thing.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, your first impressions of the DMG.
Okay.
I think I saw that. I would like to watch that because I wasn't anywhere near it. And then it was recording. So